Okay, so this assignment, trigonometry, using SOHCAHTOA to find angles, and we're going to go over this step by step so that you understand how to do this. And I'm actually in the process, I'm making a video of this, which I will post to our Schoology folder. And by the way, just because Win Week is ending up today doesn't mean that you don't have continued opportunity to make up the assignments that you may have missed in my class. So next week when you have time off, if you like, you can continue to go back and redo some of those assignments. I'm happy to accept you doing that, and you can submit those your responses to those assignments. That would be fine. That would be fine. Okay, so we have a triangle here, triangle MPN or MNP, whichever way you like to say it, and it's a 3, 4, 5 right triangle. Okay, and in the previous assignments, Avo and everybody else, hopefully you recall that the tangent of this angle M down here in the lower left-hand corner, and excuse me just a moment. So back to what I was saying here. Okay, now if you recall SOHCAHTOA, the TOA part. Okay, so SOHCAHTOA, the TOA part, TOA, stands for tangent equals opposite over adjacent. Okay, so looking at angle M, the opposite side of the triangle is 3, the adjacent side is 4. So we get here the tangent of M is the opposite over the adjacent, which is equal to 3 over 4. Now we can rewrite that equation as this. If we want to find the angle M, we can do what we call the inverse tangent. So we're rewriting this equation using the inverse tangent, which is abbreviated as TAN to the negative 1. So we have the inverse tangent of 3 over 4. Okay, and so we can do this by pushing certain buttons on the calculator. So I actually made a video of how to do this, so this is kind of interesting. I'm showing a video inside of a video. Okay, so here's the keystroke sequence that you would use on the calculator that's in Schoology. So please pay attention to this, and here goes. Start it over again. Okay, so second, inverse tangent, 3 divided by 4, close parentheses, equals. And it gives us 36.869, etc. Okay, and so that's our answer. Okay, we're rounding it off to 3 digits after the decimal point, so it becomes 36.870. So if we want to find the angle N, so if we go back up and look at the triangle, here's angle N up here. Opposite angle N is 4, and adjacent is 3. So the tangent of angle N is equal to 4 divided by 3, which means that angle N is equal to the inverse tangent of 4 divided by 3. Okay, and that's what we're going to do in this next part, right? We have the tangent of angle N is equal to 4 divided by 3. So therefore, the angle N is equal to the inverse tangent of 4 divided by 3. And we get 53.130 degrees. And here's a video showing the keystrokes. Again, the keystrokes on the Schoology calculator are going to be second, inverse tangent, 4 divided by 3, close parentheses, equals. So here's the video. Second, inverse tangent, 4 divided by 3, close parentheses, equals 53.130 degrees. Okay, so let's go and we'll do one of these problems together. is. Okay, so please pay attention to this. Okay, so we have this triangle XYZ, and if we're looking at angle X, the side that's opposite angle X is 5, and the side that is adjacent to angle X is 12. So to get the opposite side, you go all the way across the triangle, and that side is the opposite side. So we're going to drag 5 into that first part because that's the opposite, and then 12. Okay, so now to get that angle, right, or do this calculation, we're going to go to the calculator. We'll pull the calculator up here. Okay, and we're going to go second inverse tangent 5 divided by 12. Then I close the parentheses and then hit the equal sign. Ooh, and that's not what I'm looking for. That's the right answer, but it's the wrong format. And that's because, I'm glad I did this. Okay, right now the calculator is in radian mode. And we don't want radian mode, we want degree mode. So let's shift this over like that. So now it's in degree mode, so you have to make sure that you're in degree mode. Now we've got the second button pushed down, so then we're going to do inverse tangent. And again, we'll do 5 divided by 12, close the parentheses, equals. And we get 22.6198. Okay, and the closest to that is 22.620. So we drag that and put that in that location. Okay, so now we're going to do the next one, which is angle Y. So the opposite side of angle Y is 12, and the adjacent side of angle Y is 5. So we're going to do 12 divided by 5. So now using the calculator, the second button is already pushed. We're in degree mode, as we should be. And so then we're going to do inverse tangent of 12 divided by 5, close parentheses, equals. And you see we get 67.380, and that's right here, 67.380. Okay, one thing that tells me I know I've got the right answers here. Actually, let me bring back the calculator for a minute. If I add 22.620, I'm going to add that to 67.380. So I'm adding those two numbers. I get 90 degrees. And that's because angle X, which was 22.620, and angle Y, which was 67.380, those two angles are complementary. And complementary angles, that means that they add up to 90 degrees, which we just showed. All right, so that's how you use SOHCAHTOA to find the measure of angles. You end up using the inverse tangent. Now, we could have used the inverse cosine or the inverse sine, but I would like you to know how to use the inverse tangent. That one is most useful. Okay, and I hope you find that helpful.